10 years of your courts and tribunals, just stay out of his way. He's about to paint his masterpiece. Anything else to say? Fred once. This track is crazy. Yo, I thank God, my mom, my dad, my sisters, my brothers, my family, my true friends. Yo, with this outflow, I'm here to sum it up. As I sit back and analyze and watch you dumb it up. Yo, you fools are tools in this democratic society. Like I don't know the Patriots act like they're not spying me. The legal liars are the world's media suppliers. So as long as I have breath, I'm here to stomp on your desire. Just to keep us all living in hate and make so many others feel like they're losing their faith. So now, everyday folks exist in fear. In my name, one day you will try to smear. But the material gains of a nation that is vain can never hold up when God brings his mighty rain. Trust me, there's no pain when you have eternal flame. My life and my victory are here for you. So during your destruction, I will pray for you. Yo, the areas are filled with slaves that are stuck in caves. So I'm gonna spit on you so that you can bathe. And true artistic skill is what humanity craves. This lyrical freedom walker is a true New Yorker. Spiritual stalker that's got love for your soul and wants you to relinquish from Satan's control. It was already been written, so when I speak it is done. That when the dust settles, E complete is number one.
Yo, what's the deal? Good people, good people. Woo! It's your boy Eric Taylor, Taylored2U Astrology, T2UC Big 3 Astrology. How you doing? A little early this Wednesday, and I hope people still come and join us. You know, it might be too early for the West Coast or too not late enough for the East Coast. I don't know, but I just wanted to come in, talk about it, and get it done for episode 109, Knowledge is Love. Yeah, so I hope everybody's doing well with the astro weather. We got the moon in Virgo and the second decan in Capricorn. And yeah, that's the way we're rocking. Capricorn is now at what, I think 21 degrees. It's moving along. Before you know it, and next week, I think, or this weekend show, either Friday or Saturday night, probably Saturday, or early next week, I'm going to talk about the cusp of mystery and imagination, that Capricorn, Aquarius cusp, okay? Also, I will be soon doing my Knowledge is Love, Aquarius Rising, and I'm looking to bring on a few guests either the end of January or in February, and a couple other things. But first, we got the Truth in the house. What's up, Truth?
Hi.
Yeah. Also, it was really cool, right? He's a Virgo rising, and little business birth chart. If you saw my social media, maybe you saw it, but a little business birth chart update and insight. Right. So I did the business birth chart like you guys saw on episode 106 for Sabale Pure, my wife's company. It's a Virgo rising. So yesterday when the moon entered Virgo, she delivered her amazing organic and vegan body and skincare products to Marival, which is this amazing health and wellness center that like Deepak Chopra and Oprah and, go to, and the rooms are like, there's like a gate pulling up. It's fancy schmancy. So they're going to be selling her stuff there, which is so proud of her. But I just want to give you that example of the business birth chart, which I helped her cast. And I can help you if you want to register your business for your LLC or S Corp and pick the perfect time. We can do that. And I can do the birth chart reading as well for the business birth chart, helping you with employees, sales, marketing, advertising, the mission statement, all those type of things that you can see through the birth chart, right? We were talking about that horary or electional astrology. Well, it was perfect, right? The Virgo moon is what? About the weed and the medicine, health and service on the ascendant. right? Bringing it to the people, the moon, and like a government's chart and a country's chart, or even for business, can represent the people. And the moon is also your health and your body and caring and nurturing, right? So her products are caring and nurturing for your body, for your health, and for your body and your skin. So yeah, Marival will be carrying Sabale Pure. You can go to sabalepure.com to order products, which I highly recommend when you get the tooth powder, the lip balms, or the trace mineral deodorant. Okay, but just a little insight of how the astrology really works. So it's perfect that the moon was on the ascendant the day that she delivered the products to Marival to help people there with their health and wellness. Okay, it's kind of awesome. So hopefully some people will be coming in soon, and also, I just want to make sure you guys know this Saturday, astrological coffee talk with Eric. Okay, um, is 12 p.m. Eastern, 90 minutes over Zoom. This will be the final month of the first year. In February, it will begin year 2 of Coffee Talk. Very excited, very proud of my group and my community. And we have some new people coming this month. Some of the old regulars are signing up and coming as well. But if you haven't signed up yet, it's only $15, and you can book it with me directly at taylored2ucoaching@gmail.com. You can pay through PayPal or Cash App. And it's going to be amazing because I'm going to teach you how to read a natal birth chart, and we're going to read it together as a group. And people will, give their interpretations of different placements. And I picked a very fascinating and interesting chart for us to kind of jump into and attack, just looking at one person and an entire chart. So I'm really excited to kind of teach that lesson, show you some tricks and trades to reading a natal birth chart, and just that overall energy. So tonight, right, set the table. We have Venus in Aquarius. Okay. And, Venus usually spends 3-4 weeks in each sign, bounces around. It's only ever 48 degrees away from the sun. So it's in Aquarius, and the sun obviously is in Capricorn, right? Just like how, Mercury is only ever 28 degrees away from the sun. So if you have a Capricorn sun, like we have right now, your Venus can be in, right, Capricorn, Sag, or Scorpio, or Aquarius or Pisces. So 2 previous to the sign, or 2 after the sign, or the same sign. So that's how that works for the Venus placement. Okay. And I put in down below my Venus and Aquarius video, so you can watch that and just understand this energy. But I think what's fascinating, we have somebody on?
No.
Okay. All right. Is the chat working? Did you check see if the chat?
Yeah, chat's working.
Okay.
We have 4 people watching.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, whoever's watching, how you doing? Eric Taylor, Taylored2U Astrology. Share with me where your Aquarius house is, since we're talking about Venus and Aquarius. So what's fascinating about Venus and Aquarius is it's very much just like Sabale Pure, right? It's about organic and vegan products for women. It's about innovation and being futuristic. Venus is at home in Taurus and Libra, exalted in Pisces. And Venus is about material items, fabric, clothing, perfumes, crystals, gems, pleasure, beauty, relationships. Represents Friday, green cars, women, right? Venus is very feminine energy and planet. She does pretty good in Aquarius, because Aquarius is ruled by Saturn. Venus and Saturn are kind of on the same team, right, with the moon. And the sun is on the same team with Mars and Jupiter. Mercury bounces back and forth. So if your sun is below the horizon, below the ascendant and descendant, then Venus becomes your greater benefic planet, and Saturn comes your greater malefic planet. So also want to touch on Venus conjunct Saturn, as Venus makes different aspects sextiling Jupiter and Aries. Venus will be squaring in Taurus, Uranus, and the North Node.
For the two people.
Okay, but the main thing, hey, how you guys doing? But then really,
this is will be comment.
Okay, it's really about Venus conjunct Saturn. Okay, and that's on January 22nd, around 4:30, somewhere in there, maybe a little bit later, p.m. Eastern. But the point is, on January 22nd, and the moon will be in Aquarius. Okay, we can't forget about that. Venus, excuse me, Venus will be conjunct Saturn. So I think that this is a really interesting energy. Venus in itself, it doesn't, it comes off a little detached when it comes to relationships in Aquarius, but it's very social and friendly. So this is actually really good for networking, for event planning, for, I know like Muhammad Ali had this placement, it's like being the social humanitarian. These people, if you have it natally, are highly intelligent, very much about friends, but really thinking about what can bring pleasure and beauty and what's beneficial, right, to humanity, to the collective, right? And, when you have Venus in Aquarius, your love language is going to be a little different, like you it's not about, having like an open relationship, but you want freedom. You don't want a partner to be overly smothering, overly protective. Oh, like, where are you going? Or who's that you're talking to? You know what I mean? You're not really trying to deal with jealousy. I guess that's the key word. Because for you, your excuse me. Oh God, that's not good. Your love language is very much connected to the mind. And I think sometimes Venus and Aquarius people can actually find love over the internet, right? You can connect with someone through a social network or a group or an organization you're a part of. Venus and Aquarius is it's very light. It's not that it can't commit, because it totally can. It can be very loyal, but it's friends first. How about that? You know what I mean? So Venus and Aquarius, they need the communication and the intelligence. They want to respect your mind, and they want you to respect their mind as well, to notice how intelligent, unique, and weird and different they are. But it's a very futuristic, innovative energy that is can be rebellious in the black sheep. You can see where Venus and Aquarius can probably be married more than once. I've seen that a lot. And they consider some of their close friends like family. Okay. Now, in terms of how we are right now in 2023, this Venus in Aquarius conjunct Saturn won't happen again really for another like 20, what, at this point, 25, 26 years. Okay. So it's kind of setting up a theme to prepare us, I think, for Pluto and Aquarius, which will be from 24 to 44. So Venus won't conjunct Saturn in Aquarius again until Pluto is in Pisces. Okay, so most likely around 2047, somewhere in there. Okay. So it's kind of interesting. And so I think you have to understand that Saturn, not only does it represent the authority and government, kind of things that are stable, right? Fixed restrictions. So kind of right now, especially around this Aquarius new moon, things that you are really focusing on, towards the end of this month, around the Aquarius new moon, this will be happening. You're going to see, because the Aquarius new moon is on the 21st. So this is that exact energy, and it will still be, and that's at 1 degrees again. So it'll still be on the 22nd when Venus conjunct Saturn. The moon will, catch up, and probably late night on the 22nd, they'll all be in a very tight conjunction. So what does that kind of all mean and represent? I think what's going to be fascinating is that it's sort of a prelude and kind of almost like a preview to the age of Aquarius, but it's really about establishing what do you really value? What do you value for your health? What do you value in technology? How do you value your freedom, your friends, your close relationships? Because at this time, with this new moon, whatever it is that you're really resonating with and focusing on and vibrating in your heart, it's going to be long lasting. Remember, Saturn wants you to respond to your abilities, to place the disciplines in your life, right? So being disciplined about your health, right? Maybe it's eating healthy, maybe changing your diet, right? Changing the type of body care and skincare practices you have, maybe trying something like Sabale Pure, sabalepure.com, like trying, like, wait a minute, maybe I could use some, natural deodorant that's really taking out chemicals, but then putting in healthy, whole ingredients. Making that transition, because Venus conjunct Saturn in Aquarius is really speaking to not just what's your pleasure and your beauty, right, in terms of things, but really what's going to be a new foundation, right? What's really going to benefit you and bring you that self-love. Because remember, Venus is not just it's about our values, but it's about our self-worth and self-love, our 5 senses, right? So we really want to try to tap in to things that will have us aligned health-wise. And I think friend-wise as a collective, and things we want to focus on, really want to focus on what's going to be long-lasting, what's going to be beneficial for us, for our relationships, for our health, for our self-love. Okay. So anybody
Yeah, so Lisa Romand said,
Hey Lisa.
hey, I'm a Leo rising, so mine is the
7th house, yeah.
And then Miss Nikki said my Venus is in Aquarius 5th house.
Oh, in 4th house?
5th house.
5th house. Oh wow. Okay, so you're the Libra rising. Well, welcome. I don't think either one of you have been on Knowledge is Love before, right? I think it's your first time. So if you want to share your big 3, I appreciate it. I mean, obviously, Nikki, I know you're the Libra rising, but if you want to share your sun, moon, and rising, Lisa and Nikki, definitely appreciate it. And I came on a little early tonight, so the normal crowd, I guess, is not here, or maybe not here yet. But I'm so glad that you two came. I appreciate you. Thank you. So any particular questions you might have, but just remember this. For you, Nikki, it being in the 5th house, and then I'll get back to you, Lisa, that's really a good time to explore creativity if you have any children with your kids, but even maybe a new romantic relationship, right? And bringing in, and Venus conjunct Saturn can be like an older, more mature love. You know what I mean? I don't know if you date older people or married, to an older person. Um, but Saturn's been there in your fifth house for a while, so I don't know what it's been bringing in for you. But hopefully, you've been responding to your abilities and putting the discipline in your place. Because remember, the fifth house is speculative gains. So it could be a good energy for you, and you might have some past life karmas learning about astrology and esoteric knowledge in a past life. But it could be a good opportunity for you with the Venus there, maybe to, start photography or sculpting or painting, singing, an Etsy store, selling jewelry and crystals and gems, or, something that's different, something futuristic and innovative. And then Lisa, for you in the seventh house, well, maybe around January 21st, 22nd, maybe if you're not in a relationship, maybe you can meet someone. And if you are in a relationship, maybe it's about establishing, I don't say new rules, because Saturn is rules and regulations, but I think it could be about establishing, um, maybe some healthy boundaries, or just maybe even starting business together, and it doesn't even have to deal with a love marriage relationship. It could be, right, the seventh house is contracts, negotiations, and the marketplace for sales. With Saturn being there, Saturn and Venus and Mercury are three different pieces that you can look at for money in the business chart. Saturn and Mercury are two, key indicators. So let me know if any of that stuff resonates with you guys, and you can share your big three. Okay, what are they saying?
Okay, so S4 is back. Do you remember S4?
Hey, S4, how you doing? Happy New Year.
Anyway, he said, "Hey Eric, transit Lilith in Leo is about to oppose my 8th house. Venus in Aquarius, help, lol."
And then Venus in Aquarius
said, "I'm a Gemini Sun, Leo rising, and Taurus moon."
Leo rising.
Gemini Sun.
Yeah, Gemini Sun in the 11th house, and the Taurus moon in the 10th house. Okay.
And then,
are you a good cook, Lisa? Chef?
Miss Nikki said,
gardening?
Libra rising, Aquarius Sun, Cat moon.
Libra
nice
rising. Wait. Libra rising. What?
Aquarius Sun, Cat moon.
Oh, Cat moon. We're like family. Mi familia. I'm a Cat moon too. I know that life. Not easy, right?
Miss Nikki said it's conjunction my Sun, no kids. And then Miss Nikki said work, boring.
Oh yeah.
And then Miss Nikki said good advice, thank you. And then Lisa said thanks for the info, Eric. Yes, I can cook.
Ah yeah. Well, that Taurus moon, wow. So what do you do for work, Lisa? With that Taurus moon, oh my God, you can do a lot of things. Banking, accounting, chef, landscaping, gardening, maybe a art teacher, a music teacher. You can do a lot of different things. And then with that Leo rising, that hair, you probably have distinctive hair or eyebrows, right? Do you have some sharp cat-like regal queen features? Because remember the Leo ascendant, right? So you're going upper jaw to the crown chakra. And so a lot of times, even like if a Leo male or female has a short haircut, you still see a little something in the eyes and eyebrows that's very distinctive, that's very almost cat-like, So it's kind of actually really cool. And so it was Nikki. Nikki, you're grinding, you're working really hard and not married, Cat Moon in the 4th house. Was mom pretty tough and strict on you, Nikki? Wasn't all like, warm and fuzzy, but she still loved you. Excuse me. Hopefully, I don't know what else you have there. I had a Cat Moon, and my mom was kind of tough. She loved me, but definitely, she was tough, growing up. But that's the thing about astrology, you guys, and that's really important, is that we have to understand we chose this life. We chose the time we were born, our ascendant. right, is the eastern horizon in the sky. And we have to kind of have grace and mercy for our siblings, our parents, different people, right? It's almost like they're all playing characters in our movie. Okay. So we kind of signed up for this to ascend and grow and evolve, right? And you can look at the three outer planets, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, of how your soul is really supposed to evolve in this lifetime. So Lisa and Nikki, if you guys ever, want to book a birth chart reading, please don't hesitate, hit me up. And especially Miss Nikki, Aquarius season's coming up, and my birth chart sale will start January 21st for all Aquarius sun signs. So this might be your month, especially with Venus in your fifth house. It's a good time to, learn about that birth chizzy and some astrology. But also, I just want to say this. Think of the last 2.5 years. I mean, it's been, crazy, right? But Saturn's been in Aquarius. Remember, it was December 20th. I think December 21st or 2nd, the great conjunction of Saturn conjunct Jupiter in Aquarius, which will set up, air sign conjunctions between the two of them for the next 200 years, and really sets up, a lot for generations of your family. And, all Saturn is ever asking is never fear it, right? Saturn, think of it as the Capricorn side, the stern grandmother, the Aquarius side, the stern grandfather, and they just want you to respond to your ability. Put the discipline in place. Lisa and Nikki, S4, have you made up your bed? Did you clean your room? Are you, washing your car, dealing the laundry? You know what I mean? Are you paying your bills on time, taking care of your taxes? So I want you to put pour the cement, put the foundation down, and place disciplines in your life so you can be more organized and really set, reach, and achieve your goals through the hard work and responding to your gifts and abilities. Because Saturn, even though it's the great malefic, it wants to give you more blessings than Venus and Jupiter ever can. And Saturn can really bless you. Now, don't get me wrong, it still limits, delays, fears, anxiety, stress, right? Saturn can sometimes show, right, the end of life. I mean, it's a very karmic planet. It is literally your ancestors, like the moon. Saturn and the moon are very connected to DNA ancestors and your lineage. Saturn is actually like literally the bone structure, right? So it's deep. Go ahead.
Okay, then we have a new person.
Hmm.
Dior Dolls.
Dior Dolls. Hey, how you doing, Eric Taylor? Nice to meet you.
Lisa said, "Yep, I used to hair model." LOL.
Used to what?
Hair model.
Hair model? Yeah, see?
And then
I know you,
Dior
Lisa.
Dolls said,
hey, Dior Dolls, what's your big three? How are you?
Sun and Pisces.
Oh, Pisces.
Sun and Pisces, Moon, Capricorn, Venus, and Aquarius, I think.
Oh, Venus and Aquarius. Okay, another Cap Moon. You're hanging out here with me and Nikki. I'm a Cap Moon as well, and so is Nikki. So that's awesome. Well, thank you for coming. I appreciate that. And what was the rising?
Capricorn, Moon, Venus, and Aquarius. I don't know.
Oh, what's your rising sign? Dior Dolls?
Yeah.
Like
Dior.
Christian Dior? Okay. I like that.
Probably just like Dior, like the designer.
Yeah, that's Christian Dior.
Oh, it is? I thought it was just Dior.
No, it's Christian. You don't know nothing.
So weird.
Young folks don't know nothing about nothing. Right?
I thought it was like some singer or something.
No, Christian Dior is the designer's name. Yeah. So that's cool. Venus and Aquarius. Yeah, you guys are. I know you very well. I'm married to Venus and Aquarius, so I know you extremely well, and very much a social butterfly, and definitely innovative. And I think it's one of the reasons why my wife makes organic and vegan body and skincare. So you might really like that, Dior. So you can check out her site, sabalepure.com. It's SABALI pure. Sabale pure. Sabale means patience. Sabalepure.com. And she's got wonderful lip balms and deodorants and this great body oil. It's like a facial body oil and tooth powder. Takes away the morning breath. For real, it does. So it's really cool. I'm very proud of her. But yeah, Venus and Aquarius, you guys are really innovative. And for you, and let me know, does this resonate with you, Dior? Have you found in your relationships, and I don't know if you're married or not, but just in any of your long-term relationships, have you noticed that for you, you require intelligence or you desire it, but also that you need that freedom, but you may like more, I don't want to say weird, but unique, different type people, right? Where everybody likes this type of guy, you're like, no, I like that guy. You know what I mean? You like that different stuff, But intelligent and communication, you need a lot of intellectual foreplay and back and forth the mental, So let me know if that resonates with you at all. But this Venus in Aquarius time, it's the last time that it will conjunct Saturn for, probably until like 2047. So think about what is it that it is like cementing for you in your life. Because with that new moon from the 21st to the 22nd, when we set our intentions, this is literally sending you into March 23rd, Pluto in Aquarius, the sneak preview to, I think, June 5th or 12th, something like that. And then January 21st, 2024 to 44, Pluto in Aquarius. So think about this Venus-Saturn conjunction and then also the moon. So that January 21st, 22nd, what is it that you're focusing on? What friends you truly value, what groups you value. You new people, I invite you to come to Astrological Coffee Talk, Saturday, January 14th. This Saturday, it's only $15, 90 minutes over Zoom. And each month I teach an astrology lesson. And we have a lot of Cap moons and Aquarius moons there, so you guys would feel at home. But it's about building that astrological community. And I'm very proud of it. And, I wish you guys had been here the last 11 months. I don't know where you've been, but yeah, so it's this Saturday, 12 p.m. in February will be, I think it might be February 11th. I'm not sure the exact date yet, but it'll be going up to $17 for my second year. But there are offers. If you watch the video, there are offers where you could pay the whole year in advance and get it for the $15 price, plus get a free 30-minute transit reading over Zoom, all the transits in your birth chart. So that's really cool thing. And that way, you pay for the full year in advance and you come every month. And if you miss it, I send you the recording of it. I always record. I do the audio recording each month, and it's a different lesson. And we're building community, and I'm really proud of it. And I love the group of people that come, and it's a lot of fun. So this Saturday, I will be teaching a lesson on how to read a natal birth chart, and of course, I'll lead it, but we're going to do it as a collective, as a group, interpret, one chart in depth. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And I've chosen a really fascinating and interesting chart. So I'm excited. So sign up, just email me directly, Taylored2U Coaching, right? The number 2, the letter U, Taylored, ED, Taylored2U Coaching at gmail.com. All right, go ahead.
Okay, then.
But thank you for your new folks coming tonight. I appreciate it.
Let's see, Miss Nikki said yes, sir. And then Dior Dolls said, hi. Miss Nikki said she just passed. I have Mercury there, LOL, thoughtful, opinionated, but loving. And then
Mercury where?
Mercury there, I don't know.
Oh.
And then Nikki said,
Oh, your Mercury's in Aquarius. Okay, yeah.
And then Dior said Moon, Capricorn, and Venus Aquarius in the 12th house.
Mm.
And then Christina Macmillan said, hey. And then
Hey, Christina
Israel
Macmillan.
17
She's
y'all.
new. What's up,
And
Israel?
then Macmillan said, I was here last live.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay, well.
Gemini rising, Virgo moon, and Taurus sun.
Oh, Virgo moon. The
Dior
moon
said,
is there. Okay.
How would I know my rising sign? I'm a Pisces.
You're a Pisces sun. So, you can go into astro.com or Cafe Astrology, and you just have to put in your time, date, city, and state of birth. The time is what sets up the ascendant for you. And I'm going to tell you, like I tell everybody else, I know a lot of the people who are newer to astrology love the Placidus system. That's the default. But you want to go and select in the little checkbox, and it drops down a little window. And you want to select whole sign. That's more ancient and more accurate. And it's how we use different tools for predictions in astrology. So you put in the whole sign. So, for example, right, somebody said they had Capricorn in the 12th house, Dior. So that means she would be the Aquarius rising. So I'm a Scorpio rising. So my second house is Sagittarius, then Capricorn, then Aquarius, and so on. 12th house is Libra, right? So you don't have two signs in one house. Just so you know, that throws off your aspects, right? The trine between the first and the fifth house, and the fifth and the ninth, and the ninth and the first. The perfect flow of energy, the trine, the triangle, like on your dollar bill, right? Independence Day, Cancer. Election Day, Scorpio. And Inauguration Day used to be March 4th, Pisces. And I think it was FDR that changed it, FDR or Truman, and moved it to January. But it used to be the perfect trine, the flow of energy. Trine is the easy flow in the astrological natal birth chart. Very harmonious. It's like magical. Okay. Then you have other, 90-degree angles, squares. You have 60 degrees, sextiles, conjunctions are between 0 and 10 degrees. That's the same sign, same house. Okay. But you guys can learn all this if you sign up for my Introduction to the Basics Foundation Astrology course. That starts Sunday, February 19th and goes until Sunday, April 23rd. Right. It's only, I don't want to say only, but it's, it's a pretty fair price. It's $197 for 8 weeks. You're going to have quizzes. There's going to be videos, graphics, PDFs, all these different lessons and tools, homework, stuff like that. And I'm going to be teaching you the signs, the planets, the houses, chart rulership, and an introduction to the basic medical astrology. And so that would give you the skills when you're done with the course to, just read a basic birth chart. Then if you wanted to go further to become a professional, you can take, and I'll probably be doing that late May, early June for the summer, my intermediate course, where I'll be teaching aspects, transits, house rulership, going into annual perfections, solar return charts, secondary progressions, all these different techniques that you can use to really, make money reading birth charts for people. Okay. So that's that. But I would love for you guys to join the family at Coffee Talk. It's once a month. And hey, you can spend $15 at Starbucks real quick. So might as well just make some coffee at home and hang out early, 12 p.m. Eastern. So if you're on the West Coast, Cali, right, 9 Pacific, 9 a.m. If you're in the mountain, 10 a.m. And if you're Central, 11 a.m. this Saturday. So I'm excited. So come join. Okay.
Okay, let me see.
Israel and S4, where you at? I'm waiting for y'all to come to Coffee Talk, Mad Gaming and Danny be coming and Stephen the Jupiterian and Abraham
Dior
Robinson.
said Sun and Pisces, Mercury and Pisces.
Ooh.
Dior said, okay. And then Israel said, Miss Nikki, I'm a Libra rising. And then Dior said, true. And then Dior said, don't have much friends. And then Nikki said, Mercury with my moon in Capricorn. And then Dior said, my moon is in the 11th house and my Venus is in the 12th house. And then Xena Warrior.
Hey, Xena.
Xena Warrior said hi.
Hey, Xena, how you doing?
Saying hey.
Yeah, it's good to catch you on the live. How's everything? I hope you can come to Coffee Talk sometime. And I think you're in Arizona, so one time I'll have to do it. I have to find a space and do it like live, and you can come in person. Hopefully I can get to meet you. But either way, you can still come over Zoom. You would really enjoy it. And like I said, we have a great astrology community with a lot of Capricorn and Aquarius moon folks. It's kind of fun. It's kind of crazy, look crazy. Do you know what I'm saying? But oh, Xena, where is your Aquarius house? And anybody else wants to share? So Dior, you're the Pisces Sun and Mercury, so that's really great. It makes you learn better in isolation or with music. You know what I mean? And growing up, you may have had maybe dyslexia or some speech delays, different things like that, but very intuitive learner, very connected to God's source energy, Dior. So yeah, that's I'm sure you're very creative. You play any instruments or sing or do anything like that, let me know. Okay. But I know the Pisces energy really well. So okay. Any other comments?
Yes, Xena Warrior said, hi dear, all good. Yes, alive in Arizona would be great. And then Xena said, sorry, I typed slow, lol on the phone. Think Aquarius in 5th or 6th.
Okay, in a 5th or 6th. What's your rising sign? If you're a Libra rising, your Aquarius is in a 5th, right? If you're the Capricorn rising, Virgo rising, your Aquarius is in the 6th house. Okay, so just depends. Yeah, no, I've got to find a place in Arizona, to be able to do the Coffee Talks live. There used to be in Glendale the astrology store, like meetup astrology groups, but it hasn't returned, I don't think yet, back in public since the pandemic. And the owner of the store, was murdered. It was really sad, but yeah, I definitely want to make that connection because it was nice to be around a bunch of astrologers. But I was going there when I was just starting out, when I was taking astrology classes and learning to become a professional myself. And I learned a lot going to the astrology store, which was really fun. And yeah, so I miss that. And that's what I've built with Coffee Talk. It is over Zoom, but it's still like astrology family. So you can get to talk to people that are into astrology like you, and we, talk about our different businesses and different things, and it's a good time. So I definitely invite all you guys. It could be really cool. All right, good.
Then Xena said, Virgo rising, and then Dior said, wow. And then Xena said, I'm a phoenix. And Xena said, oh, how sad.
Hold on, who's a Virgo rising?
What?
Who said Virgo rising? Xena?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, that's what the truth is. He's a Virgo rising. And Sabale Pure, I was talking about the business birth chart earlier, my wife's business. So, yeah, Virgo rising, right now you have the moon in your ascendant. So, might have had a lot of people approach you today and share their life story with you, and maybe even a little bit, tomorrow. The moon today was in the Virgo Capricorn beacon. So today was a good day for setting goals, working hard, getting organized. And then tomorrow, early before the moon, heads over to Libra, it's going to be the Virgo Taurus. So tomorrow morning, you can balance your checkbook. or you can iron your clothes, or have a great yummy breakfast, something that where you take your time and eat really slow, and have like blueberry pancakes with maple syrup and bananas and stuff. I don't know, just whatever. Virgo Taurus Deacon is about that dough, about making that money. So that's cool, Zena. But I like that you comment on a lot of your placements. I've noticed that, so I appreciate that. So please continue. And my Mercury 12th house video will be coming up soon. So that will be maybe be posted up Friday. So I'll be done with my Mercury series, and I hope you guys have been watching that. And I hope you enjoy my North Node series. I'll be finishing that up in the next 2 weeks. And next up will be North Node in the 10th house. And I started my Juno series, and I might jump into Chiron. Or let me know, did any of you guys like or watch my celebrity birth chart reading that I did for Michael Jackson? I was thinking about doing maybe Prince next, or Muhammad Ali. I don't want to do celebrities that are living. I kind of don't think that's appropriate unless I have their permission. That's just how I feel. But I would love to share a celebrity's chart that would be willing, that's alive and stuff. But yeah, so I'm thinking about maybe tackling Muhammad Ali or Prince next, or somebody interesting, somebody maybe even someone political, like MLK, Malcolm X, JFK. Oof, got to be careful with that. That's I don't want to get too political. All right. Any other comments? So, any questions, you guys, about January 21st, 22nd? And really understand this could be literally, for some of you guys, maybe, setting boundaries in your relationship, or getting into a relationship with an older woman or older man, or, maybe setting in new disciplines for your own self-love and self-worth, right? Could be a lot of different things. But because it's Venus, it is definitely more wrapped and focused on relationships and love and women and things that we value. Okay. So think about sometimes, the different practices of self-care that can be very important in our lives, that we need to practice. Whatever it is, it's really getting you prepared, though, for Pluto and Aquarius the next 20 years. So, Nikki, that 5th house, it could be, a business that you've been wanting to start, that maybe it's time that you pour the cement, lay that foundation, get that business birth chart, hit me up and make it happen, But I want you guys to understand, I truly believe that we all have different abilities and gifts, and you might not be aware of it, but I can find it for you in the birth chart. And some of the gifts are spiritual, some are mental, some are physical, some are emotional, or EQ, But you can see a lot through the South Node, looking at the past life energy and looking at the outer planets as well, the Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. And most importantly, I think for all of us is to, and I know, who was it, S4 talking about or Israel, I think it was S4 talking about that Lilith and Leo. Yeah, it just hit Leo. And understand that it's, I think it's really fascinating, because to me, it kind of opposing the Venus and Aquarius. Lilith, remember, it's not just all this sexual energy. Yes, it's hit that. Yes, it's the divine feminine and female Pluto. But remember, it's pre-verbal, pre-rational. It's your gut instinct, your intuition. When you get those goosebumps, that's God's source energy speaking to you. Like, yes, do that, Israel. Do that, S4. Yes, Nikki. Yes, Dior. Right? Yes, Lisa. Yeah, go there. Trust this one. No. Don't do that. Don't eat that. Listen to your instinct, your intuition. But We have to vibrate from our heart chakra. And Lilith in Leo is both, but it's about finding your tribe that you connect to here in your heart. You got to escuchen to the root chakra, but you got to feel it here because Leo rules the heart. So it's really that alignment, that flow, right, from the root to the heart, and that's going to guide you the right way. Okay, so for you, was that as for in your second house, that's going to be with your values, your speech, right? Even the food you eat. Tap in, check in. For some of you, you could even do your pendulum. Whatever works for you, but listen to the heart chakra. And for us as a collective, it's really very much about that. Okay. So any last couple of questions or comments? I'm gonna get ready to bounce.
Yeah. Okay, so then let me see. Zena said, "You're great, Eric." And then
thank you, Zena. I appreciate you.
Dior said, I think Mars in Libra, Jupiter in Scorpio.
Jupiter and Scorpio, me too. That's why you love the astrology. Well, that's cool, And so,
and then
remember, Jupiter represents the husband in your chart,
And then, let's see. Zena said, "Okay, cool. Try to catch more of these." And then Miss Nikki said,
I'll be back on probably Saturday night.
What deacon are you? And then Miss Nikki said, "Is this conjuncting Saturn and then Saturn and Venus?"
Well, Venus will conjunct Saturn. I mean, the exact conjunction is on January 22nd. You'll start to feel that energy a few days before and a few days after. You'll feel it for the new moon on the 21st. You'll probably start feeling it on the 18th or 19th. Okay. And probably going until let's say the 25th. Okay. So, excuse me. So when you're looking in transit, the conjunction is going to be strong when it's exact, which will be somewhere around 4 or 5 p.m. Eastern on the 22nd. But it's at 24 degrees, I think 47 minutes. But in general, you guys, even in the birth chart and in transit, you're not going to feel the energy past 10 degrees. It's really between 0 and 10 degrees. And you really want it to be a closer orb, 0 and 5. Okay. And yeah, that's how you look at the conjunction. And remember, conjunctions are not always good. Sometimes they can be, I don't say good or bad. We can be more positive or more negative. The trine and the sextiles tend to be more of an easy flow of energy. The squares in opposition are usually opportunities for growth. The opposition actually can be beneficial sometimes as well. The squares, it's kind of like either we're going to figure this out and make it work, or the square is like we're going to irritate each other and we're going to clash, bump heads and fight, or we're going to just go our separate ways. Okay. But the squares is where real growth can come in transit and in the natal birth chart. So the other day, what did we have yesterday? We had the moon squaring Mars and Gemini, right? A mercurial square. Virgo, moon, right? Mercury, and then Gemini, Mars, Mercury. So the moon and Mars. So there could have been some arguments with mom or some, disagreements with family or, maybe some debates or irritations about ideas and thoughts and, why did you put that there? I didn't tell you to put that there, right? Mercury, Gemini, hands, or maybe you might have been irritated. You might have eaten something, Virgo, the stomach, eaten something yesterday. It bothered your stomach. Actually, that's so funny. I just realized that my stomach was kind of bothering me last night from something that I ate. So there you go. Moon square Mars. Okay. And remember, the 22nd also, you guys, I mean, I wasn't focusing on this tonight, but Uranus will station direct. So then we're going to have about, I think it's 4 or 5 months of all the planets moving direct. So that's going to give us the momentum we need for 2023 to just stop all this retrograding, and we're going to move forward. We're going to move forward with life and embrace and attack 2023 with Jupiter and Aries. Like, go get it, right? Self-motivating, wherever Aries is for you. And then May 17th, it will go to Taurus. You got Saturn and Pisces. Right now I told you, get ready, put in those spiritual disciplines in place, right? Pluto and Aquarius, March 23rd for a couple months. So there's a lot of, forward momentum. The 12th going into the 13th, Mars stations direct. It's been retrograde forever. And it won't leave Gemini until March 25th, just so you know. But it starts to go direct. It's all the way down to like 7-8 degrees now. It retrograded like crazy. And then Mercury in Capricorn, it goes direct on the 18th. And then Uranus in Taurus goes direct January 22nd. So you're going to feel like this, you're going to wake up on the 23rd and be like, let's go. You're going to be moving forward, and you're going to be like, attacking Aquarius season with, and that's fitting. Okay. Understand this. There are no accidents. God controls the planets, the universe. There are no accidents, because what? Aquarius season rules what? The Achilles tendon, the calves, the shins, how the body moves forward. That's why Aquarius is forward thinking. See, medical astrology. And what happens? Uranus is the last planet to go direct, ruled by Aquarius. One of the co-rulers of Aquarius. Saturn rules it traditionally, and then the modern ruler is Uranus of Aquarius. So in Aquarius season, you're going to have the momentum to move forward. It's kind of dope, right? So so move forward with the right foundations, the right discipline, the right self-worth. Okay. And self-love and the right friends. No more 2023. It's a 7 year. It's a Neptune year. In Vedic astrology, it's Ketu. It's a very spiritual year. Creativity, imagination, spirituality. For some of us, isolation. But in isolation, that's where you need to put in the spiritual discipline, right? Do your breath work, do your toning, do your meditation, get yourself right. Positive affirmation, self-love. You got this. You can do this. I believe in all of you. Okay? So take that momentum. Jupiter, Aries, all the planets moving direct. Maybe I'll come on, make sure I try to come on the 23rd and be like, how y'all feeling? You guys come back and be like, Eric, I feel great. And we'll just all be like, But I'd love to see you guys this weekend. You can book it at Taylored2U@gmail.com. Only $15. Astrological Coffee Talk with Eric. And Saturday, January 14th, 12 p.m. Eastern. And my Capricorn birth chart sale still going on for any of you Caps. And Miss Nikki, I hope I hear from you. The birth chizzy, the sale starts January 21st for Aquarius season. So about February 17th, 18th, February, the Aquarius season doesn't last so long. But hope you got any last comments. Hope you guys have a great night. And this has been fun. And I'll see you Saturday night. I'm really
Angel and Arvin Brindale.
Hey, Arwen. Okay.
And then Nikki saying thanks, Eric.
Oh, you're welcome, Nikki. Thank you for coming. And who else was that? Angel who?
Melody Angel said, why am I so moody today?
Maybe the Virgo moon. What's your sun, moon, and rising? Hey, Melody Angel, how are you? Welcome. Nice to meet you, Eric Taylor. But Melody and Arwen and all you guys, do me a favor when this is over. Please make sure you guys hit the like button, but go put up a little comment, even if you say thanks, Eric, or fire emoji, thumbs up. It just helps me with the algorithms for the live, and share it, tell a friend to tell a friend. But Melody Angel, I don't know your sun, moon, and rising, but the Virgo moon, maybe you're being a little moody or self-critical or critical of others. Maybe some folks are irritating you. You're like, they didn't do that right, or they didn't handle this, or you know what I mean? It's Virgo. This is the Virgo Capricorn deacon for the moon. So you might, be feeling some sort of way. Virgos can be very tough, very, very tough critics. But Virgo is self-critical first. But it's a very healing energy. Virgo wants to be of service. So this moon, maybe you can feel less moody if you're of service even to yourself, right? Run a bubble bath tonight. Chill out. Put on some dope music, right? Go to Apple Music and put in some E Complete. Go listen to Hip Hop Forever, my first album. You'll enjoy that. Or True Speaker. You know what I'm saying? Get your mind right. Some intelligent hip hop. Okay, Miss Melody. But thank you for coming to my live and my channel. And I hope to see you guys back. I'll be back Saturday night, probably a little bit later, probably 7:30 p.m. Eastern or 8 p.m. Okay. And yeah, well, maybe actually I'll be back Friday. Because Saturday is the NFL playoffs, and I am still Cro-Magnon man. Got to watch my football. So maybe I'll see you guys just in 2 days, Friday night.
Melody Angel donated $10.
Thank you, Melody Angel. And yeah, and also remember reflexology. You get out of that tub.
Oh, and Melody said
Massage.
Taurus, Libra, Gemini. And then there's one more above. Arwen said, I have Lilith and Leo, second house, cusp. Good evening, or good night, I guess.
Oh, you have that in your natal chart, or are you saying in transit? Your natal chart. Because Lilith is in Leo right now. And Melody said what? She's Taurus what?
Taurus, Libra, Gemini.
Taurus sun? Or she just said Taurus, Libra, Gemini?
Yeah, Taurus, Libra, Gemini.
Okay. Is that Taurus sun or Taurus rising? Libra, Gemini. But that's cool.
I haven't said yet.
Yeah, but that's great energy. And thank you for the donation. I appreciate that. But I hope Melody, some of you new people, Arwen, you're always invited this Saturday, Astrological Coffee Talk. All right, $15, Taylored2U@gmail.com. We're going to read a birth chart together as a group. My astrological community. It's a lot of fun. So, all right, y'all. This has been fun. I'm going to say goodbye. And I'll be back Friday night because Saturday is the playoffs. So I'll see you just in 2 nights. All right? Be easy. Be good. Later.
Bye.